Want to check out his attic? Let's go. You never know in New Orleans, man. Love meeting new people, and obviously remembers me from before. So we're gonna go check out his attic.
And
Stay tuned.
so I literally, maybe a week ago, because I'm always working on these projects.
Yeah.
And so I was out there spray painting or on more on all this different shit. And so when I moved in here, I had to load up all these boxes, you know. And so I put 6 boxes up to the right, and you'll see when we go up, but I had these boxes that I put up to the right. And then about 2 minutes later, when I'm fucking with the sawn wall, all 5 boxes just fucking
Just all moved?
Well, no, they didn't move. They all rolled down the stairs, one after the other, all fucking 5 of them, dude. I was like,
Really?
it was.
Oh man, I'm excited to experience this.
Oh,
This
it's
is what I
definitely
live for. This is the journey right here. Meeting great people like this, taking us into their place. Thank you, man.
You guys ready? Yeah. So the haunted mirror that I have, okay. When I moved out of here, I lived in this apartment at first. Corporate apartment, so I can actually eat.
Oh, good, cool.
Yeah, this is my old apartment. Hold on, I think maybe it's padlocked. If it's locked. No,
If you're just tuning in right now, we're in New Orleans right now. Just met a great person off the streets here. He's taking us to an apartment. He has a haunted mirror he wants to show me. Tons of paranormal experiences happening here. So.
my old apartment from when I lived here 6 years ago.
Oh wow.
So,
Man, it has some crazy energy in there.
oh yeah. So,
Energy is crazy.
okay, so there was the very first day that I moved in here, I'm standing there taking a piss. I look over, and here's how this went down. So I have the door just like that.
Yep.
I'm taking a piss, and then you know how you'll feel like someone's like watching you, the energy. So I fucking looked back, and it was open maybe like this, and I just looked over, and there was something that was like
Peeking in.
it was fucking creepy because I was like, is my roommate a fucking weirdo? Like, am I gonna have to immediately? I think I might have to immediately get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And so I got up,
Yeah.
you know, and I go over, and because he
This
was
way?
here, so I come over here,
Yeah.
and that was my bedroom. And I come over, and I'm getting ready to be like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I look, and his bed was like.
He's just sleeping?
He's just fucking, he's not sleeping, dude. It's like drool's hanging out his mouth, his cat's on his chest and shit.
He's been out of it, yeah.
He's been sleeping.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, what the fuck? It was that. And so.
What do you think it was? Do you think it was like, do you know any history, like of this building or what's happened here?
Okay, so from what I'm told, this building was made of barge wood.
Okay.
Okay, so apparently there was a barge that sank, and then they reclaimed the whole fucking thing and made this. So who knows what's going on with that? But the mirror, because everywhere I lived at a place with that mirror, and it was Manson and L in Metairie. Technically, it's Metairie. Okay, so the very first night I'm there, someone's fucking banging on the wall. Bam, 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 bam. And I was working over at Rick's Saloon, so I just got off work. And so but I had to drive all the way out there. So I get out there, unwinding, you know, we got out of there like 3 in the morning. So it's like 4 in the morning.
Right.
And so my girlfriend and myself, we're just unwinding, and we just hear this fucking bam, 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 bam on her bedroom wall, which is on the 3rd floor. And so I'm like, okay, I don't know what kind of fucking weirdos the neighbors are, maybe because we just moved in, so maybe they don't know that someone moved in.
Right.
So, you know, and the apartment it's a townhouse, so it's the 2nd, 3rd floor. It's the end unit.
Yeah.
So I walked over because the balcony doesn't have any partitions that separate anything. So you can just walk from one side all the way, all 5, 6 units deep.
Yep.
So I go over and I knocked on the front door first and no one answered. But then you can still hear the fucking banging. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So I go in the back onto the balcony, and then when I looked, it's a sliding glass door. Okay? Well, one of the curtains is partially open. And so I'm like, all right, this is weird. So I look in, and the whole apartment was fucking gutted.
Wow.
And there wasn't even a stairway. They had taken out the old stairway, and they were putting in a spiral staircase that was disassembled and laying on its side, so it wasn't even up. So there's not a ladder or anything in this fucking apartment. It's just a remodeled apartment in the in the process of it. So I'm like, who the fuck is banging on that door?
Right.
Or on the wall?
Right.
And so there was other shit that happened, like...
That was just triggered to the... So it all leads back to the mirror, though, right?
Well, the mirror was in the house, okay, in the apartment, but I had like doors that were locking itself. Okay. I came home one day, the fucking shower's on. No one's at the house, so I'm like, what the fuck? And it was crazy, you know, because it's like, I got like 200 boxes of comic books. Right. So I'm getting fucking, when you walk in and the door's open, all the steam's rolling, fuck your shit up. So I'm just like, dude, really? But it's like my brother was already gone. I'm like, dude, why'd you
leave the shower on?
Yeah, and it's like, I'm at work. I'm like, whoa. And so I'm watching TV, and the news comes on. And it shows this story about this old lady in Metairie who came out and beat this guy who had broken into her house. She had broken into her garage. Yeah. Her son confronted the dude, and he whooped the son's ass. Yeah. So the old lady came out and smashed him with a baseball bat and fucked this dude up.
So did he die?
No, the dude didn't die. Okay. But when they went and showed who the burglar was, he was a guy who had came in and shot 4 people in this townhouse, and 3 of them died.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so they do a pull-out shot, and when they did the pull-out shot, it was my fucking apartment, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, really?
So where the people died?
3 out of the 4. Gosh. And the girl that lived was actually hiding in the closet. Wow. So there was crazy shit everywhere I went. Yeah. The place that I bought the fucking mirror, okay, and I was living at 1721 Burgundy, and it's on Burgundy Bend, so it's the Marigny Triangle. There was a suicide of the landlord. His girlfriend killed herself on his couch. When I moved out, the dude who moved in immediately after me, within 2 months, died in my old bedroom of a ruptured fucking... He died of a ruptured ulcer. He checked himself out of the hospital, and they told him, don't do it. He left anyways, and then he died in that bedroom.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Then my landlord, I was like, okay, I'm going to go visit Jason and go see what's up with this dude, because I haven't seen him in a minute. And his car's always parked outside his house. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go say what's up to him. He fucking killed himself 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
And so that place has got some, because the very first night I was there and I didn't even have this mirror. And there was, it kept waking me up where I was like, I was trying to sleep on, so I ended up, so I'm at Burgundy, then I moved into the Marigny, more fuckery in Marigny. Yeah. More of the same shit. Yeah. Move out to Metairie. Asked the landlord before I moved in there, this place isn't haunted, is it? Oh, absolutely not. It was this lady from Guatemala and her husband. Yeah. Oh, no, that'd be scary. And then it's like, turns out there's a fucking triple homicide, quadruple murder. And she's like, oh, that was 10 years ago. I'm like, bitch, really?
Wow.
Right. And so this was all the spots with the mirror. So when I moved here we go. This fucking door. Yep. I have a mirror covering this doorway. Okay. Okay? Yeah, I think so.
There we go.
So
this mirror was covering the doorway.
So
right here, Justin, look at this. The mirror was here. Yep.
The mirror is
it's massive. Big. It's massive.
It's big. Right. And so yeah, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking cover that doorway because I'm not letting an asshole walk through my door and there's gonna be some obstacles to this. Yeah. And so finally when I ended up moving out of here, I put the mirror outside the front door,
Yeah.
but on the second floor. I came back a day later to come pick it up, and someone had fucking stolen it.
No.
Someone stole that mirror.
That's wild.
And I was like, dude, whoever took that mirror got a lot more than they fucking bargained for.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Our
like-
old shutters right here in New Orleans. Everyone's tuning in. We're in New Orleans. 2%.
And it opens up onto the balcony right here on
Come
Bourbon
on up.
Street.
Watch your head. Man, Bourbon Street, everyone. You never know who you're going to run into. You never know what experience you're going to go through. Meet great people like yourself.
John Amos, man, New Orleans.
Yep.
So-
And we're talking about a haunted mirror.
And so this was my view for a long time. So I ended up moving a couple blocks over onto the 500 block of Burgundy. Did that for 6 years. Quiet.
Yep.
Nothing fucking rolling because the mirror's gone. Everything is just,
It's all attached to the mirror. All that energy, all that like craziness. Yeah.
well, a couple months ago, I'm bagging and boarding comic books, just going through it. And the show that I was watching, it was some fucking, I don't know, but it ran out.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm just sitting there fucking bagging and boarding, and I just hear creeping around. And when I take you up there, you'll see what I mean. And so it was like weighted footsteps,
Right.
but calculated fucking steps, and you could hear the weight on the ceiling.
The ceiling, yeah.
Yeah,
On
and
the
I was-
creaking.
Dude, it was fucking freaking me out because
Yeah.
I was the only one there, and it was just so heavy. I was just like, please no, not fucking again, because I had 6
Yeah.
years of just
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And so, the night before last, here I'll take you into my apartment. I'll show you this shit.
And everyone, you're just tuning in right now. We're in New Orleans. New series Death Walker just came out. It just launched in the UK on Discovery Plus UK. Check it out. Check out the new series Death Walker. I'm in New Orleans investigating haunted locations right now. You're going to be able to see this in the new seasons into the future of Death Walker. You don't want to miss this. Spread the word. I got a new series that just dropped today, Death Walker.
Oh, fucking right.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
So,
And we're just investigating. My phone is dying really quick here, so if it dies and we log off.
I'm going to speed up the tour.
Yeah, because our percentage on our phone is dying quick.
What kind of phone you got?
iPhone.
All right,
Going up.
so see how it has a motion sensor?
Yes.
That fucking thing comes on and off randomly.
Just when no one's here.
There's no one here, and
Yeah.
it's just on and off all the fucking time. It's so weird. Some little projects and all this shit. And little comic book boxes.
So you own a comic book store? You working on comic books?
No, I'm just, I buy big collections.
Yep.
And so, like,
That's cool. I love that, Justin.
Yeah,
Justin's a
definitely.
huge comic book.
it's crazy. You already know how crazy it gets.
Man, some old history right here.
Like, everybody gets really fucking freaked out.
This is
like-
creepy.
And so the boxes that I brought up,
Yep.
I had them all fucking just piled up over here. And so these were over here. And those boxes were, you know, there's like fucking literally about 20
Yeah.
of them stacked all over. Well, they weren't stacked, they were just thrown.
Uh-huh.
And then it just blew over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rolled straight down
With
the
no
stairs.
wind, nothing. Just
No, it wasn't
flew
shit
over.
going on. I was
Wow.
like, what the fuck?
Yep.
And so
Man, this
okay,
is creepy.
so you see how this is?
Yeah.
You have to fucking be cool when you're walking over it, or you'll fuck yourself up.
Yep.
And so that was right about where I heard the footsteps.
Yep.
Is right there with the weight.
It's creepy. This is an old building in New Orleans on Bourbon Street.
Now here's another mirror that I've had up here.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah! Wow, this is weird.
but this mirror's not as big as the other
This
one.
weird, Justin. Can you see?